You look at the night sky and see only darkness, stars scattered like grains of salt on black velvet. But something is rapidly approaching us at an incredible speed of over 210,000 kilometers per hour from another star system. This object is so unusual that when it gets close enough to our sun, something happens that no scientist expected. It turns green, not the soft green of spring grass, but a bright shade reminiscent of gas erupting from an alien world. This is Triton Atlas, the third visitor from interstellar space, and what happened on September 7th, 2025 during the total lunar eclipse changed everything we thought we knew about comets from the depths of the galaxy. If you are interested in documented space science, support us. Also, leave a comment about which city you are listening from. This scenario is based on current data and thoroughly researched using official NASA observation sources published on September 25th, 2025, as well as the work of a Harvard astrophysicist, Avalope, based on observations from the Very Large Telescope, published on August 25th, 2025. These are not secondary news reports, but scientific data obtained using the most powerful telescopes in the world. Let's return to the information. On July 1st, 2025, in the valley of the Urtorado River in Chile, the Atlas telescope, a 20-inch automated sky scanner designed to detect asteroids capable of destroying Earth, captures something moving too quickly. The object is designated as 3 Atlas, where the letter I stands for interstellar. This is only the third confirmed visitor from outside our solar system. The first was Oprine or Huma in 2017. A dark and silent fragment that unexpectedly accelerated. The second was 2 and Borisov in 2019, an ordinary comet with water and dust. But 3 and Atlas is a completely different story, a speed of over 210,000 kilometers per hour, a parabolic trajectory, source, the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, where 10 billion stars blaze at the center of our galaxy. The distance to the moment of discovery is 410 million miles from the Sun, already inside Jupiter's orbit. The math is ruthless. This object has traveled through the void between stars for millions, possibly billions of years, carrying the chemistry of another world, another time. On July 23rd, the Hubble telescope focuses on it from 277 million miles away from Earth. What Hubble sees breaks all the rules. A droplet-shaped dust cloud with a tail stretching towards the sun nearby. Comets leave their tails behind like traces from fast boats. 3 and Atlas directs its tail forward like a ram. David Jewett from the University of California, Los Angeles, unequivocally calls it an active object. The nucleus diameter ranges from 440 meters to 5.5 kilometers. Vast, small, and completely unique. August 6th. The James Webb Space Telescope, worth $10 billion, directed its infrared spectrograph at Comet 3 and Atlas, located 3.3 astronomical units from the Sun. What Webb discovers in the coma of the comet overturns all expectations. Gaseous carbon dioxide makes up 87% of the mass, while water is only 4%. The ratio of carbon dioxide to water is 8:1. Most comets are icy spheres rich in water, while 3 and Atlas are carbon dioxide surrounded by ancient ice. Observations from August 8th to 12th show that the NASA observatory named after Parrots is capturing something incredible. A cloud-like structure of carbon dioxide has been found extending 348,000 kilometers around the comet's nucleus. No water clouds detected. The mass loss rate is 70 kilograms of carbon dioxide per second. Webb confirms the presence of carbon dioxide, water ice, carbon monoxide, and carbon disulfide. These are not typical signs of a regular comet. This indicates that the comet formed in a place where carbon dioxide freezes before water, in a colder location than anything in our solar system. On August 21st, the Lowell Observatory first detects the emission of hydrogen cyanide, and on August 25th, Barry Larch's telescope in Chile measures chemical activity. The emission of hydrogen cyanide is 20 grams per second. However, this is just the beginning of the strangeness. The extraction of nickel is 5 grams per second. In nature, supernova stars create iron and nickel together. Always together, but 3 and Atlas eject them separately. Industrial processing of nickel leads to its formation without iron. Avalo Epp from Harvard calls it a sign of industrial production. The production rates are increasing with a mathematical intensity that seems illogical. As 3 and Atlas approach the Sun, The release of hydrogen cyanide and nickel increases ninefold. This is not a smooth heating process, but an exponential one. The ATLAS telescope team publishes data from March 28th, showing that the cross-section of scattered light increases inversely proportional to the distance, with an exponent of 3.9 when the object is more than 3.3 astronomical units away. As it approaches the Sun, growth slows to 1.2. Dust scattering shifts to the formation of icy particles. This is a chemistry lab activating in deep space. On September 7th, 2025, a total lunar eclipse occurs in Namibia. Astronomy enthusiasts Michael Jagger and Gerald Raymond use the darkened sky to photograph 3 and Atlas. What they capture changes everything. The comet glows green. This is not reflected sunlight. It is molecular fluorescence. The chemistry of hydrogen cyanide and diatomaceous carbon is torn apart by solar radiation, sending photons into space. The date of the snapshot is September 7th. This alien green color is what all previous observations missed until September 7th. All spectroscopic studies showed that Tri and Atlas appeared reddish, like dust. Organic compounds were created by cosmic radiation over epochs. A sudden change in color to green means one thing: mass production of cyanide has just been activated. The Harvard site tracks transitions, starting from the detection on August 25th with a very large telescope, when sharp increases in cyanide were recorded. The law of degrees, minus 9.38, almost vertical. But the green color means more than just chemistry. The green color indicates that 3 in the Atlas are not like 2, and Borisov, who behaved like a familiar comet of the solar system, unlike 1 and Oumuamua, which showed no cometary activity. The green color indicates that 3 and Atlas carry molecules formed at the coldest edges of interstellar space. Diatomic carbon, cyanide, chemical signatures of a stellar nursery where planets form at temperatures capable of freezing carbon dioxide. The polarimetry data from July and August shows a different anomaly. The coma of Atlas requires unusually high negative polarization at small phase angles. The reflected light from the coma has oscillations oriented along the plane of the Sun-comet observer. This signature matches trans-Neptunian objects rather than ordinary comets, representing a mixture of icy and dark material, tholins, organic compounds created by radiation over geological timescales. NASA's exoplanet observation satellite captured 3 images of Atlas's wing before anyone knew of its existence, from May 7 to June 3, 2025. The object was already bright and active at a distance of 6.4 astronomical units from the Sun. Water sublimates at about 3 astronomical units. Carbon dioxide sublimates much further. 3 Pernabon's Atlas were already starting to heat up in the cold cosmos, releasing volatile substances that shouldn't exist at such temperatures. The Swift Observatory recorded water vapor and hydroxyl radicals on July 30th and August 1st.